Does this look familiar to you? This as today we check in with VShojo's Project Melody, now featuring her brand new Race Queen style, as designed by Epibe, saying I had the pleasure of helping Project Melody design her new Race Queen outfit, thank you so much, and sending out this tweet to Artist, saying me and Big Bang Studio would like community art included in our game. After all, it's for you guys, and we appreciate all of the support. And speaking of games, Melody had noticed this, saying neat, but you could have asked first. This coming from a skin pack in Call of Duty Vanguard, as this particular skin is entitled Love Drunk Melody, and featuring this character named Marrow Melody. Once again, this is all part of a new anime bundle available in the game and has various different animation and music effects. This, as others, saw potential other similarities, such as another skin entitled Glitchy Gremlin, and another listing for Lurking Deadbeats. And one of the other charms is simply named That wasn't all the connections people were seeing, as just weeks ago, artist Salen made this post, saying I have to explain this matter, Call of Duty Vanguard skin plagiarism, and elaborating further, I only just found out at the time of the announcement that my work was plagiarized. Even though I am also a Call of Duty player, I am very disappointed to see my work being plagiarized by a big company like Activision in this way. I have reached out to Activision for an explanation and or compensation. Activision would go on to remove this particular skin, saying it was an oversight, as we now also return to VShojo's Silvervale, the comfy, wholesome gamer, whose birthday is coming up tomorrow, and as we showed yesterday, she had noticed this during her playthrough, saying, I've gotten so many messages about being a preset in Tower of Fantasy, that being a new cross-platform, shared open-world MMORPG for mobile and PC, as even FaZe Connect's Pipkin Pippa had noticed Silvervale is one of the most popular presets in Tower of Fantasy, and many are having fun with the character modeler, including the wonderful V-singer Nana Asteria, while others have taken to actually making Genshin Impact characters with this character creator. This is Captain Riolu said, checked out Tower of Fantasy customization, and I'm sorry, this thing is cracking me up. But others are not so pleased with the game, such as Fiwi, stating, for those wondering, I won't be trying Tower of Fantasy. Character creation looks cool, but I refuse to play a game from a company who plagiarizes content, especially from my favorite game. From the recent information that has come to light, it's really disappointing. That is Non-Serene brought us this extensive post regarding plagiarism, fake government IDs, infinite pulls, fake reviews, and more plagiarism, saying this is not actually meant to dissuade anyone from playing the game, but these are just stories that have been all over Reddit for the past few months, as Tower Fantasy has been accused of using assets from both Genshin Impact, insignias from Rainbow Six, Honkai Impact, an animator calling out the devs for plagiarizing one of their animations, accusations of fake reviews, also infinite pulls, as after the China release, people found out that if you turned off Wi-Fi during a pull, it wouldn't count. And yes, to play the Chinese beta on the PC client, you need a Chinese ID to sign up, leading Chinese players to think it was really weird when they noticed a lot of players with Russian and Spanish usernames, as apparently someone affiliated with Perfect World Games passed around fake Chinese IDs, reportedly including IDs from people who went missing in a 2017 landslide. Other reviews are more to the point, as here we have artist Viragami saying, I spent more time downloading Tower of Fantasy than playing it, time to uninstall. This, as the artist also brought us this moo, the hashtag fine fauna art. That, of course, being a part of the Kalkini craze for Hololive English's series Fauna, as even Hollow Council's Hekos Bells, today making her V-Space debut on Twitter, had last night said, Fauna be mooming all over my timeline, and I thank the gods every day for it. Bless up. And of course, the Kalkini artwork is continuing to flow in, as here we have another moo from Guda at Gudanko. And here we have this exceptionally milky artwork with Tanuki saying, Ina Milk now has new competition. Also getting in on the act is Hololive Indonesia's Vestia Zeta, bringing her own spin on this trend and also from different angles. That all while MPN would bring us Fao Fao Milk, listing it as natural, delicious, and ooh, and saying, give me all the stock you got. And again, also in stock is our merchandise apparel with Ooh Market, where you can pick up shirts, hoodies, pants, and the hat. yet. And returning from yesterday's video is the cybergirl Chibi, who may soon be going under a makeover. As here we have Alina giving us this work-in-progress version of Chibi, while Cheebs tweeted out, drove past a place that had a sign that said fruit, and I was like, OMG, like the cute VTuber. Well, in actuality, it said foot. Then returning to the topic at hand, which she had discussed briefly yesterday, that being the rising price of becoming a VTuber, with Chibi saying, if you are hesitant to get into VTubing because of money, I understand. A lot of things can be expensive, but you do not need the most high-end models to succeed. Talent and passion are greater than assets. Sure, having good assets will give you a head start, but that can only get you so far. I talk about this a lot because I had nothing. I had a little money saved from art commissions and spent $230 of it on a model. I had no friends, no connections, no experience. You can do it. But what is it? To me, succeeding is doing your best and being okay with just that. Others are also chiming in on the subject, including Gucci, at Gucci the Mod, seeing VTubing is becoming more expensive and saying no. The price roof is scaling up, and understandably so. Everything is scaling up, from the skills of riggers and artists all the way to the demand and popularity of VTubing. Adding, I understand that it may be daunting to see all these VTubers you love, and you want a model that's like their style of their rig, then you find out the prices for the commissions. But you're only scratching the surface of the market. It's all about looking at the right places. Amelia Key would say, sorry for charging so much for VTuber model art, but when I have hundreds of requests and can only take very few, it takes me 4 months for the most complex 600 layer designs I can make. I need to charge so I can still survive. Sky also would say, I'm tired of this argument coming back every month or so. Your model costs $0? Cool. You are valid and wonderful. Your model costs thousands? Cool. You are valid and wonderful. How much you didn't spend on your model doesn't change the fact that you're incredible. Thank you. Kofi weighed in with, not to gatekeep, but some hobbies are just naturally expensive to get into, unless you have the skills to compensate what you'd pay others. It's cheaper to make your self-quality cosplay than to commission one. It's cheaper to solder your own custom keyboard than to pay someone. Next is Bree at Cookie Box, saying, see a lot of people talking about it, so here is my opinion. No, you don't need to spend a lot of money on a VTuber model to get big and grow. The actual way to grow is to spend that money on me. Donate to me. I deserve it. And very lastly, we have Domo, stating VTubing isn't an expensive avenue and is accessible for everyone, where you can do so much with so little. LOL, just kidding. You're just a broke ass bitch. Get your money up and stop buying Primo Gyms, you absolute hoe. And speaking of gyms, we now return to agency VTuber Takanashi Kiara of Hololive English, uploading an inspirational, motivational video, life-changing stuff. This as Kiara would give us a green screen version of the Just Do It video, leading to Pudding Von Pudding to give us this side-by-side version of the two. And also as Olivia gave us this KFP animation, asking us, guess what's added? As yes, there are special guests in the background here. Take a look. And it's happening. Kiara has updated us. I have arrived in South Korea. Nabi Mama is so cute. That, of course, being Amelia Watson's character illustrator, leading to this comic from Nagi, saying have fun in South Korea, Kiwawa, showing the moment Amelia Watson saw this tweet from Takanashi Kiara, and the eventual text that Ame supposedly could be sending to Kiara, including, Kiara, don't do anything weird to my mom, please, or else. This all while Kiara has been brushing up on her Korean, saying I've been already able to read station names and stuff. I'm still uncertain if I'm reading them correctly, but when I see it was correct, it makes me feel so smart. This all while Kiara would also say, must watch this, guys, support my burb wife. That being a new outfit reveal from Hololive Indonesia's Pavolia Reine. As of course she was showing off predictions submitted by fans, including both light and dark attire, with some predictions looking very familiar and others being far too powerful. And we'd love to show you the character illustrator's tweet, but of course that is from a restricted account, as Pavolia Reine's character illustrator is Pochi Sensei, who also features some very cultured work. We can't at least show you Pochi Mama's end work here, as here we have Reine's new look, including a microphone asset and versions with the hood down and jacket removed. Reine would say, Mama is so awesome, thank you for talking with me in call, all while Hololive Indonesia's Crazy Ali would sing, isn't she gorgeous? Respectfully, look at this this new costume and show off the new gaming room, which Ollie would describe as POG. For the long haul, Live Indonesia's Anya Melfisa tweeted out, "Y'all wished you were her mic," and also took time to make sure that our eyes were paying attention to the most important part of the model. Keen Biscuit is here with this bird drip. This while tomorrow, Reine, alongside Tinjin Hatone, is performing her second duet cover song, that being Rad Dogs. And if you're a little thirsty from all of that, we'd recommend picking up a FalseEyeD starter kit from Advanced GG. Use code FALSE for 10% off. And back in the mix is VShojo's Kson, with the delinquent boss launching her own pop-up store, complete with standees and loads of merch, that including badges, utensils, t-shirts, plushie, and more, lasting until Sunday, August 21st, with Kson saying, "Waiting for you all in Akihabara." Next up is Prism Project, the VTuber project from the future, featuring numerous talents here, as this past weekend they would join Crunchyroll Hime at the Crunchyroll Expo, quizzing Hime about her knowledge of anime figures. That while we now have this new announcement from Prism saying VTubers are human too, announcing Prism Project's General Audition 2022, accepting applicants of all genders, but with some limitations on which countries. Shogun of Prism would go on to say, VTubers are human too, announced at Crunchyroll Expo, Prism's 2022 auditions are open. Let's expand the very definition of what it means not just to be a VTuber, but a virtual talent. Stating further, they're characters, talents, but at the same time, they're talented human beings. Human beings need love and support to grow and to learn and to be nurtured and to be cherished. That's my goal for our talents at Prism, because VTubers are human too. Or at least partly human, as here we have Prism Project's 4th gen member, Naki Kamizuki, as here we have this Red Riding Hood figure set to celebrate her birthday this weekend, saying please use hashtag Naki Birthday 2022 if you want to send me stuff, and even mocking up this magazine, asking will anyone show up at her celebration. Naki Kamizuki birthday on August 13th. And speaking of birthdays, a huge thank you to all of you for the well wishes to me yesterday, including this one from Half Angel Demon Freelance Artist of Vyugan, Momote, with Momo dropping on us this happy birthday dear and giving me quite the smile. This as our own co-host Lady created an entire animation saying happy B-Day Weather Boy. We'll have the link to that below. And next up is this wild, creative, and detailed work as Holmes Shiroyami said happy B-Day FalseEyeD, watch you back when you were a 3D robot on YouTube, bring us more VTuber news and spread smiles all around, confirming this was actually AI generated. That as I can be seen with a softer smile in this piece with Kyo at Kiyomikan, also graciously sharing this happy birthday. And our last piece today is from Tavish the Tree Sage, saying keep up the stellar work and congratulations on all your milestones this year, and showing off this comic-styled work, as yes, I can confirm I am that ripped, and it's like looking in a mirror. Also, please join us this Sunday on our YouTube stream, as here we have our next guest, Fox Plushie, the comfy Fox VTuber, also partnered with Advanced GG, where you can use code FOXY for 10% off. And that is all for this episode. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Send your VTuber news to our Discord. We record live on Twitch, and we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.